Today on PowerNation Daily, a BMW driver gets the gas pedal stuck on the freeway going 100 miles per hour. Peyton Manning will be driving this year in the Daytona 500 pace car. Jerry Seinfeld is being sued over comedians in cars getting coffee. And there are now bills to protect drivers who run over protesters. Also, an Uber driver peels out in a 700 horsepower Hellcat for a 5-star rating. And it's that time for Top 5 Fast Fails, Interstate Edition. So pull up a chair. This is PowerNation Daily. Yo, what's up guys? I'm Gannon Pritchard. Welcome to PowerNation Daily. Hope your day is going good and you're not getting any speeding tickets or jumping in front of cars. I'll explain, but let's get with the show. Going fast is fun and all. That's really actually a lot of fun until this happens. Joseph Cooper had his BMW SUV full throttle on I-95 in Florida for almost 40 miles. And get this, the catch is he couldn't get it off the floor. It was stuck wide open. Luckily, he called 911 while authorities made several attempts to stop, and he wasn't stopping, and it wasn't his doing. The car just wouldn't stop. The authorities were able to finally catch up to him and help him by cleaning out traffic on I-95 so he could keep on trucking. Highway Patrol responded by blowing out his tires with some tire spikes to try to slow him down. Got him down to about 60 miles per hour. After a few more attempts, they decided to end the situation with the old pit maneuver. I bet he didn't think he was going to have that happen to him when he woke up that morning. What do you think about that? What would you do if your car was full throttle and you couldn't get it off the floor? So what do Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Peyton Manning have in common? Not a whole lot, but something they kind of do have in common is they both will be at the Daytona 500. While Earnhardt will be the Grand Marshal, Manning will be behind the wheel of the pace car, which is kind of cool. Both athletes retired now, but they became friends while endorsing Nationwide. Earnhardt actually introduced the love of NASCAR to Manning at the Bristol Motor Speedway in 2016. And I'm telling you, Bristol is probably one of the coolest facilities you'll ever see. So since then, they became friends. And if you're a fan of football and NASCAR, stay tuned to this year's Daytona 500. Should be pretty good. Jerry Seinfeld's latest project, Comedian in Cars Getting Coffee, has taken off, but now it's actually under fire. The show is a basic concept of funny people going together, getting coffee in cool cars. It's pretty simple, but Seinfeld is now being sued with claims that the idea isn't even his. Speed Society reports that actor Christian Charles says that he pitched the show to Seinfeld back in 2002, and now he wants his cut. I want my money. After getting together and even making a pilot, Charles says Seinfeld wasn't interested. But years later, the show is now taken off, but Charles isn't a part of the production. And because, well, Seinfeld's making some money with it now, about $750,000 an episode, apparently the guy wants his money. Seinfeld's attorney says the lawsuit is ridiculous and Seinfeld came up with the idea on his own. Well, I want to see that pilot. What do you think about it? Let us know in the comments. We've all seen our fair share of protests the last few years, and most of them take place for some reason on city streets, which causes a problem because cars are on those streets. One situation that sticks out is the Dodge Ram incident, where the driver simply just didn't want to stop and drove through some pedestrians that were protesting in Durham, North Carolina. He wasn't prosecuted for his actions, and it turns out since then, bills have actually been proposed to protect drivers who run over pedestrians that, well, shouldn't have been there in the first place. I guess I should throw that in there. CNN reports that Florida, North Carolina, North Dakota, Rhode Island, Tennessee, and Texas all have some sort of legislation that will make it legal to hit protesters if the driver didn't do it willfully. Obviously, don't go out there and start running people over. That's a bad idea. It's against the law and you're going to get in trouble. But I guess we can all see how this unfolds. What do you think about it? Let us know in the comments. Uber has become the most popular ride-sharing service, and it's leaving cabs and public transportation in the dust. It's not surprisingly happening because if you've been in that situation before, one smells good and one doesn't. But here's a cool part of Uber that I've never seen before, a muscle car. What if a muscle car picked you up with 700 horsepower? A lot of Ubers out there typically are minivans and basic sedans, but then you got this guy in a Challenger Hellcat. A Hellcat with 707 horsepower. The teenagers that requested the ride got more than they bargained when this thing showed up, and well, they had a good time in it. To end the trip, he does a smoky burnout to get the 5-star rating, which is super important on your Uber resume. But let's be honest here, if you show up in a Hellcat, you're getting a 5-star rating. Thanks for watching PowerNation Daily. I'm Gannon Pritchard. Be sure to stop by our website at PowerNationTV.com and let us know what you want to see. We'll see you guys real soon.